Are you just gonna show up with different like polos every week?
Yeah, my polo game is strong.
Yo, your
Fuck
polo
Hassan
game
Reddick.
crazy. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him.
Just need to get that out.
There's only one Reddick I like, and it's Vin Diesel. Remember that
Uh,
movie?
yeah. Chronicles of Reddick.
Chronicles. Oh, it's Riddick, not Reddick. Whatever. Fuck. JJ Reddick.
JJ Reddick.
That's the only Reddick I like right now. Fuck them. Roll that shit.
Brings himself back into the line. To the Bulls foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down. Fires caught. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson scores! There it goes! See ya! Oh, what a
Welcome to the Any Podcast, where we talk about anything at any given time.
But the main focus is always New York.
Hi, Chris.
Yo, what it is, cuz
Nothing.
nothing.
Not much.
Just balls to the walls, nada.
Hit him with it. All right. I'm gonna start. Fuck whoever is responsible for the Reddick situation. I don't know if it's Reddick. I don't know if it's Joe Douglas. I don't know if it's Johnson and Johnson family. I don't know if it's Reddick's
Straight
agent.
baby oil, bro.
I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers. But fuck whoever's responsible for this, because this shit is annoying. Your turn.
Okay. I mean, I completely agree with you. Absolutely.
Ooh-wee.
This whole Hassan Reddick thing is just getting out of hand to the point where I don't even give a fuck anymore. Just let him sit and rot and fuck off.
I'm all for the petty outcome of this, which
Well,
is
you saw what I sent you that Joe Douglas said, right?
I didn't get to see it yet.
Yo, I'm gonna read it to you.
I said I saw that separately that he rebuffed the trade request.
I'm gonna read this to you word for word, okay?
Verbatim.
We have informed Hassan that we will not trade him, that he is expected to be here with his teammates, and that he will continue to be fined per the CBA if he does not report.
Love that.
Since the trade discussions back in March, we have been clear, direct, consistent with our position. Our focus will remain on the guys that we have here as we prepare for the regular season. Joe Douglas is the GOAT. Fuck that.
I'll let you.
Joe Douglas has nothing to do with this. I guarantee you. After saying that,
no, you know what's weird about this is that this has never happened. Usually, you trade for a player, you either you give him more guarantees, you give him more incentives, stuff like that.
Right.
Or you just give him a new contract right off the bat. This is the shit I'm not understanding. This is why I can't really tell who it is, because nothing like this has ever happened before where it's like, no, this is always the GM's fault, or this is always the agent's fault, or the player's fault. So I'm really confused about this situation. I can't. Yeah, you go ahead, hit us with your.
All right. This might affect you a little bit, but I don't think Juan Soto is going to be a Yankee next year, man. I think he's going to go after a big fat old bag of cash. And I think he is probably going to be the highest paid baseball player of this modern.
Oh, that's a
era.
Guarantee. That's a guarantee.
I truly think, and I'm telling you right now, he has every right to be.
Oh yeah,
he is
putting
a
together an
fucking
MVP.
machine.
There's two Yankees on the team that are putting together MVP seasons right now, which is wild.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna chase a bag if it means going to
They ain't going to World Series
Kansas
with this team, bro.
City.
They're not going to a World Series with this Yankee team. They're not. They need a few more components.
If we
to
get
make
our shit
Juan
together,
Soto's Yankee.
if we're all healthy, we get our stuff together. If our pitching gets to what it was,
Make a nice playoff run, but you won't make it to the chip.
I think we could make it to the chip. I think it's a long shot, but I think it's possible.
That's like us saying the Jets are going to make it to the chip. Come on now.
We
have all the fucking key factors there. We're all good.
I think the Jets have a better chance than the Yankees. I'll put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna agree with that on you.
I'm feeling pretty damn good. I don't think Juan Soto chases the bag if it doesn't mean it's to a contender.
Yeah. I think if he goes to a place like St. Louis,
no,
the Giants.
Yes, mate. Yeah. What are how have they been this season?
A big market. The Giants have been pretty good.
Yeah.
A big market. He'll definitely leave the Yankees in a heartbeat because it'll mean a lot of endorsements. It'll mean a lot of Monet.
I
And you know,
I
Hispanics, we love Monet.
I just don't see Hal Steinbrenner allowing that to happen.
I mean, yo, if that's the
this
case,
is the
Steinbrenner's gonna
one.
have to give him a fucking check.
Yeah, and what team is better equipped than that than the Yankees?
The Mets.
No.
The Mets can give him a bigger check than the Yankees can.
You have a richer owner. We have a richer business. Like the
Okay.
Yankees print money. All we got to do is release a new colorway of a Yankee hat. We'll have enough money to pay Juan Soto.
Don't do that.
Yep, I just did.
Why
Don't
do you
fucking
think?
come at them?
Listen, can you stop with that shit? If it wasn't for
No.
Jay-Z, your fucking hat would not be selling like that. All right. So
Should have made the
fuck off.
Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee game.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
thanks,
no,
Jigga.
I think that like it. I don't know if that's what's gonna do because Hal Steinbrenner has been very weird with money.
He
since
has.
became owner.
He's not his father. I'll tell you that much.
No, not at all. Hal
He's not his
Steinbrenner
father,
would've
and he will never
fired-
be his father because
he
his
would-
father would have gave him his bag already.
I would have. No, I don't think if you're a Scott Boras agent, you don't talk money during the season. That's just never how it's happened. I don't think he. Like, I don't care what bag
Scott Boras is a
George would
fucking
have.
plague, by the way.
I hate him. But anyway, I think if there's a time for you to flex the evil empire money and go back to your old ways, it's right now.
Now is the time.
Give him whatever he wants. You do not let him leave. You can't. It's like OG Anunoby, but like on a scale of 50 times more. You don't
Yeah.
trade for somebody and then not sign him who's this good and this important to your team.
I hear you. Absolutely. And with that being said, important people on a team, we're gonna talk a little footy football.
Well, I decided we had
Hassan
NFL this time.
fucking Reddick requests a trade from the New York Jets. My man, enough. All right, you fucking played your little fucking passenger princess bullshit. Enough. You haven't fucking played it down. You haven't practiced. You haven't even put on a fucking uniform. I'm pretty sure you haven't fucking strapped up yet.
He's only worn Jets paraphernalia in any respect one time. He hasn't worn
Right.
any
So like, what are
practice gear
you?
or
What are you?
anything.
Just a fucking one-time fan?
And that was at some fan event when he first got signed. He hasn't been seen in Jets apparel since.
Like, bro, what the fuck was the point of you saying yes to the Jets if you were gonna request a trade? You're just using us as trade bait, and it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna rot like the fucking guy from the beginning of that. What was that Halloween show back in the day? Oh fuck! What was the Halloween show with the corpse dude with the long hair?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name at all.
Tales from the Crypt.
There we
Tales
go.
from the
Yeah,
Crypt.
yeah.
He's gonna rot like that motherfucker on the sidelines while we go for the chippity chip double chocolate double boppily bit boopy. All right, I don't want to hear it.
The crazy thing is though, is that like this is dumb on his end too because he's not a 25-year-old, edge rusher.
32.
He's effectively at the tail end of his
So
prime.
you were gonna say he's Indian. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
No, he's leaning more towards the tail end of his prime. He's phenomenal. 4 or 5 whatever straight seasons with double-digit sacks. He's incredible.
I'm not gonna shoot him down, but
No,
he's
but
acting like a fucking princess right
he's
now.
fantastic. But this is the wrong time to be doing this. You should have done this in Philly.
Yeah, not in New York. Well, we don't give a fuck.
No, it's not even the city thing. It's just that time-wise, like it would have been better if you did this when you were younger to try to secure a bag like this. Like,
Yeah, you ain't getting shit now.
you don't really have the upper hand. Like, yes, you're amazing. We do need you to really fill out that roster and be a complete team. But I don't think that our defensive prowess and success relies on having such Hassan Reddick.
I can honestly tell you one thing. Your concern from the last episode might be
Much less
addressed. No, it might be addressed very quickly because Hassan Reddick doesn't want to sign. Because now that gives Will McDonald so much playing time.
I didn't want him to be playing yet. I just wanted him to
No.
get more snaps.
No, that's fine. But how do you get better? You fucking play.
Yeah, and he speaking of that, that's a perfect segue because he played fairly well in our preseason game this past weekend.
He did,
He
which we
is
won. Thank you.
By 3 with a last second field goal. I don't even want to get into that.
Fine.
We had a Latino at one of the quarterback.
Martinez.
Yep, and Peasy.
Tino Martinez was throwing the ball for us.
Adrian Martinez. But what's it called? McDonald looked good. He had a flag, which was total BS. He got what technically was considered a QB hit. He didn't do much else stat wise, but he didn't look bad. That was what I took away from it. Is that nothing of what he did looked bad.
No, you know who looked really fucking bad?
Who?
Hack.
Oh, Hackett he's
Jesus Christ.
Even in preseason with third stringers, like his offense is just so predictable and so bland. And I saw somebody, it was like it makes sense. What was it? It makes sense why he was such a good OC in Green Bay with Aaron was because Aaron just audibled every play.
Yeah, and that's what he's gonna do in New York.
But it's just wild how like we're seeing in real time he's not good.
No, like he's not. And they got to stop that shit saying, oh, listen, we trust in our guys. Listen, coach, you need to stop. Saleh needs to stop that shit. All right. Yes, I know you're very loyal to your boys. You're very loyal to your coaching staff.
I don't think this has anything to do
when
with
there's
Saleh.
a fucking problem, you need to address that shit.
Saleh has no say in this.
Is a fuck exactly. But I'm saying every time they interviewed him about Hackett and him potentially losing his job, he would always be like, we trust him. We like to go forward with everything, and we'll see how it goes.
You got to keep the peace with Aaron Rodgers. That's what it all comes down to. This is an Aaron Rodgers-led team, not a Saleh or Douglas or even Johnson-led team.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers is going to be the offensive coordinator this year. That's all I'm saying.
He should have that on his title.
He should have a double salary. One for offensive coordinator, one for quarterback.
When it pulls up on TV, when they have a graphic and it says like QB Aaron Rodgers, it should say QB/OC Aaron Rodgers.
Yup. Bro, that's called multitasking at its best. All right.
Look, I'm not, if he stays healthy, I'm not entirely worried about this offense because he's one of the best in terms of turnover ratios. He's just so solid. So I'm hoping that just everything goes well health wise with the entire team, not just Aaron Rodgers. I know, right? It's tough. But anyway,
you know how many fucking candles I've lit for the Jets every time I go to church? I say a little prayer real quick. Like, yo, I really come on, just give me like a nice playoff run. If you could give me a chip, oh boy. Oh boy, if you could give me a chip.
I'll cry, openly weep if that happens.
I would genuinely cry. I
said
really
that
would.
before because we put a lot of energy into loving this team.
I think
that wasn't deserved.
I think if the Jets win a World Series, if the Jets win a Super Bowl, I would genuinely sob like a fucking child.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because I don't think I'll ever see it again.
Yeah, we got a couple other standouts before we move on. The Rooks, just as a whole, looked really freaking good. You got Corley. He didn't do a crazy amount, but he had, some standout stuff. Braylon and Allen, Izzy Davis were fantastic.
Fast.
Him and oh shit, who was the other rookie running back?
Who is he?
No. Braylon Allen and oh dear God.
Was it Cromley?
No, you're thinking of the Yak King Corley. That's the wide receiver. I'm drawing a blank right now, but yeah, there we go. It always comes through. Just like, did you see the footage of the kid saying Forbes is about to get cooked in the joint practice? And then Garrett Wilson. So this little kid recording a video. He's like, Forbes, Garrett Wilson is about to cook you. They snap the play. Garrett Wilson proceeds to cook you, and the kid is like, "See, I told you."
That kid deserves season tickets for that.
But even in the preseason game, Forbes on the Commanders proceeded to get cooked more. My man is burnt.
Might as well give up your day job and become a chef because you got
so bad. But Jason Brownlee, Jason. Whatever.
Brownlee,
he had an awesome catch for a touchdown. That
was perfectly placed.
I think he's that was a really good throw.
Perfectly placed.
I think he's a solid bench wide receiver that can come in, make a couple plays if need be. I think he's talented as shit.
I like him.
I would love. I know Gibson. I think is still injured. I'd still love to see him come back, get some burn in the preseason. Because he's gonna be probably a kick returner again, do some slot stuff.
Facts.
But yeah, that's just about it that I want to talk about the Jets. I don't want to get too mad, raise my blood pressure too much, but we don't have much to talk about. I just wanted to ask you about the Knicks.
Hey,
What's your thoughts on our bench coming into the season? Like
ah,
our whole team solidified, our starters solidified. Do you think our bench has enough to propel us, into that real contendership? Because
I
that's what
think
I
we
think it comes down to.
I think we're three-quarters of the way there.
Okay.
I
What
think
do
we
you
need at
think's
least
missing?
one or two more players, specifically a bigger guy and another shooter, like a, a good mid-range shooter that could kind of give that ease off to Brunson, to Josh, to Randall, like a guy that if you put him like you okay, this is just like I'm gonna try to compare this to what like whenever we took Brunson off of the lineup, it crumbled.
Well, that was backup point guard problem. I don't think that was
Right,
shooter
right,
problem or
right now. That's not gonna happen anymore because we have McCall Bridges. You know what I'm saying? So we have I know you had your doubts about Deuce, leading the charge, but I personally love Deuce
can't run an
in that
offense though.
role.
Can't
And,
initiate.
he's definitely got to get more playing time. But I think getting another big guy or at least a power forward that can ease up that competitiveness that coach has to play his players every fucking minute of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, Randall's not young.
No.
You know what I mean? Randall's not young. The only guys that could probably keep up with that shit are Brunson, Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Devo.
The
That's about
Novajevics.
it.
Yeah. I think that we definitely need a big. I don't think we need a shooter. I don't think we need anything except for a big. I think we're actually pretty solid otherwise. I think we have a couple different options at backup point. Deuce is one, even though he can't initiate offense. Kolek, I think is going to be. We've said it before. I think he's going to be solid as hell.
Yeah.
Um,
I definitely want to see him try to run an
Devo,
offense.
Devo can he will. Devo can kind of play some pseudo point guard, and if need be, he did it a few times last year.
Also,
We got
bearded
campaign.
Devo is gonna make an appearance,
Oh
bro.
man, I'm frightened.
Big body Bugatti, red ginger,
He's
bearded Devo.
he's throwing hands in every game,
Oh my lord,
but
bearded Devo reminds me of like a full stashed Oakley. Like
we
it's gonna happen, bro. He's gonna snuff somebody in the face because it's
we
been
need a true backup center though, because I would love to
yeah.
shift Precious to power forward and have a
Yup.
true backup 7-footer or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
behind Mitch or even in front of Mitch. That
Yeah.
that was an odd way to phrase that. Anyway,
Yo.
yo, real
Mitch
quick,
is
what
Mitch is getting more than playing time.
you playing with these? Anyway, what should the Nets do next?
uh just move the fuck out of Brooklyn, bro. Go to Jersey.
I don't.
Go back to Jersey, Baba.
I think they need to go back and just rewind the clock. Go back, hire Kenny Atkinson again, get young players, and just do the whole thing over again,
You
but
know who
not
I
go
think
for
you know who I think should be
Durant and Kyrie.
the fucking the bench coach of the fucking
What are you doing? You look like you're slowly rubbing one
my
out.
my fucking calf. You know how you get a Charlie horse on your calf?
You know we have a YouTube channel, right?
I know, dude. It's my fucking calf. Stop being weird. Dude, I carried a really heavy casket today, so I think I pulled a muscle on one of the steps when I was walking down
Oh, that's
because I was shouldering, and my fucking my calf is like ground beef. But besides the point, I think that Vince Carter should be, and I'm just
Coach?
throwing this out here. This is like a fucking whatever. Vince Carter should be involved in something Nets esque because of how much,
Hmm.
you know,
interesting.
he changed the game of Nets basketball.
Oh no, you're 100% right.
You know what I mean? Like
curious,
him, Kenyon Martin, like Jason Kidd's he's with
Yeah.
Dallas, right? So he
if I'm the Nets, I'd do anything to bring Jason Kidd over.
oh my god, Jason Kidd is a solid coach.
I think they need to run it back with Kenny Atkinson. I'm literally saying like do the exact thing you did before you got Durant and Irving, and just don't make that decision again. Just stay far away from that.
Yep, absolutely, hell yeah.
Yo,
No, but I really don't think the Nets are gonna be able to do much. But
I'm gonna preemptively call a timeout
ooh,
really quick, because I'm in a tight bind time-wise, so we got to keep this moving.
Okay, that's
Best
fine.
food, borough by borough. Like what I took this question as, because you wrote it, was
Mhm.
what's the best food for each borough?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Staten Island.
Trash.
Okay. The Bronx.
I don't know, Jamaican or something like that?
I would say Dominican food in the
Dominican?
Bronx.
Okay.
Because Jamaican food is Queens. Like that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say
Jamaican. Listen, Jamaican,
Greek.
Mexican, Greek.
No, I
is
wouldn't
all
put Mexican.
Queens.
I wouldn't put Mexican up there.
Nah,
In terms of like what I'm thinking of, like what they're known for. I feel like
Okay.
Queens is starting to become known for Greek.
Queens,
Definitely Caribbean.
everything else.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn. Coffee shops.
Well, yeah, of course, but that's not food. I'll give Brooklyn some Caribbean. Brooklyn's got solid Caribbean.
Yeah, they do. Brooklyn does have pretty
They got
solid
little.
Caribbean
They
food.
got little pockets that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Manhattan.
Everything.
To me, I think Manhattan takes the cake with Italian.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just
yeah,
it.
I'll
Like,
go with that.
no matter where you go, whatever side of Manhattan, you're gonna find a good Italian spot.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah,
Yeah,
Queens
I'm gonna go with
Queens
that.
takes the cake. You know, shout out to Andrew Zimmern
Yo,
because he said,
yeah, that video
if Queens was its
a
own city,
Yep.
it would have the best food on the planet because we got everything here. We're multicultural.
World's borough.
You want Albanian?
that
We got
name for a
Polish.
reason.
We got fucking your sister's ass over here. We got everything. It's
All right, we're coming out of the timeout strong.
always.
All right, baseball diamond.
Ooh.
Come back.
Right. The Mets need to just fucking reevaluate this season and start to fuck over next year. They're annoying the shit out of me. They can't.
You're a complete 180 from last week's episode.
Yeah, because they can't fucking win anymore. The Grimace era has now deflated, and I have massive anxiety and agita.
Sad.
And
I think you guys
my
are
blood
still
pressure's through the roof.
I think you guys are definitely gonna hold out hope, or not you guys will hold out hope, but hope will be had.
I've had hope since 1996, bro.
I know. But I think you guys are legitimately like a wild card team, and I think you guys really could get one. But we'll see. I mean, the Yanks are doing pretty good. We're a little bit shakier up and down than I thought we'd be the last couple series, but it's apparent that we should have gotten a starting pitcher at the trade deadline. Like it's really
big
apparent.
time apparent.
It was apparent. It was
big parents.
It was apparent a month going into the trade deadline. It's even more so now.
Big parents. No
Cole ain't there yet. Coming back. Luis Hill.
Cole is trash. Let's just pull the elephant out of the room and throw it right in your face.
Right,
Cole is trash. He's overrated.
No. This is the NA
Hey, he's
Sports Podcast.
over fucking rated.
He can't beat Goodbye. See you later. I don't know.
He can't beat the Mets.
One team I don't give a shit about. He's still better than any pitcher you have.
And kill me. I think you're talking about the Houston Astros. Listen, this which we're gonna see in a few weeks against the Baltimore Orioles. So.
I tried to be nice to you and say that you guys were gonna be a wild card team at least.
Nope. Talk that shit.
No, I'm a nice person.
Yeah. Oh my lord! If anybody knew you now, holy shit, you're a nice person.
Oh, you didn't see Deadpool and Wolverine. I was gonna make the joke from Deadpool and Wolverine about Pinocchio. Oh, the Pinocchio joke. They put Pinocchio behind me and then told him to lie or whatever the hell he said.
Yeah. Honestly, that whole movie was fantastic.
It was only insanely amazing if you were watching all the way back from the original X-Men movies.
Of course. If you just started watching it now, it's whack.
I thought the fan service in Avengers Endgame and in Spider-Man No Way Home was like chef's kiss. I don't know what goes beyond chef's kiss, but Deadpool and Wolverine was it in terms of fan service. Insane. But anyway, speaking of fans, we are fans of our local Liberty team, WNBA.
Absolutely. Liberty.
There's nothing to talk about. It's quiet. You got because of the Olympics and everything, they're back.
Because the U.S. men's and women's basketball team won gold against France. Gold. Have you ever seen that meme with the chick that says all the names from the beauty pageant?
No.
And she goes Albania, and then France comes and she goes frauds.
Oh my God, no.
I'm gonna send that shit to you, bro. Whoever's listening,
Yo.
and you know that meme, you're gonna fucking laugh your ass off when you hear me say that. So there you go.
But
Big
we're
game.
Lib are back in action Thursday against the Sparks.
Oof. It's gonna be a good game.
Hockey, nothing much to talk about there. We got
I'll be back in September. You'll be all
next
right.
month.
Yeah, the 21st is the first game.
I'm excited, more excited than I have been in a while for our Rangers, our blue shirts. Islanders too. I think they're gonna have an exciting season as well.
Yeah, I think
it's
the
gonna be
Islanders
fun
are gonna do
hockey
a
in
pretty
New
solid.
York.
They're gonna do a pretty solid job. A pretty solid. What the fuck am I saying?
Pretty solid.
A pretty patter.
MLS again, nothing going on. Month-long break pretty much. We're back in action. I think the 24th, which is when CLT and the Red Bulls play each other, which
I
is
hope
fire.
the Red Bulls get cooked.
Yeah.
I really hope the Red Bulls get cooked.
I'm just such a fan of what CLTFC has done.
We like Charlotte. Charlotte is nice.
They're only 3 years into the league. They're not even a full 3 years. They're in their third year still. This is insane what they've been able to do.
They're taking over.
That was like a quick just run through because we don't have nothing to talk about for 3 separate teams or sports.
Yeah, it's looking a little quiet.
So we might as well check out
the deuce.
I'm gonna let you bring up this category. You wrote it.
All right, give me the coolest superhero by borough. Let's start with Queens, and we already know the answer.
The Hulk. No, Spider-Man.
Yo, son. My man said,
no.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
My man is a superhero now, too.
Yup, he's everywhere. All right, so we got Spider-Man for Queens. Obviously, he is the Queen superhero. Brooklyn.
Why am I drawing such a blank? Captain America. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Harlem.
Luke Cage. That's not even
man.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Manhattan. There's only one right answer here.
No, there isn't. Who?
It's fucking Iron Man.
He's not from New York, though.
Where is Stark Towers? Is it not in the middle of the city?
Yes, but that's not where he's from. He's from Malibu.
Where's he from? Fucking Montana somewhere?
He lived in Malibu for the longest time.
Okay, but guess what? Tony Stark is New York. Robert Downey Jr., New York.
I don't think you think New York when you think of Iron Man. I think you think Daredevil because he's in Hell's Kitchen. You think Doctor Strange, who is on the lower west side.
I'm giving you the De Niro face.
No, you know my stance toward Iron Man. He's right here, but
I thought you were pointing to your arm. I was like, he's in your arm.
He's in my heart. Oh no, wait, my heart's over here. You have all the
your anatomy's off, guys.
You have the Defenders. You have Punisher, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke. No, Luke Cage is Hell's Kitchen is Manhattan essentially.
Okay. What about the Bronx?
The Bronx don't got nobody. No. The Bronx.
Bronx got the Spider-Man dude with the Timbs on. That's the Bronx superhero. That guy with the Crip bandana. Him. Jim Jones.
I don't know who the Bronx has.
Fat Joe. What do you mean?
No,
let's go, though. Bro. Joey Crack with a skateboard.
Does the
Bronx have a fucking superhero? Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah. It's talking about superheroes. They're clearly from New York, but definitely not from the Bronx. That's a very pointed statement. He's not really from the Bronx. He's Manhattan. He was a rich kid whose family had the business.
So the Bronx has no superheroes.
Not that I could see.
The Bronx has a superhero. It's Aki from the bodega who always gets the order right.
I don't even think Miles Morales was from the Bronx. He should have been. That would have been a good backstory for him.
Well, there is one, but he's not really. Because I just found one. There is one, but he's really not. Actually, no. There is one.
Who?
There's one superhero from the Bronx.
Tell me who.
He is no longer with us. Stan Lee is from the Bronx.
Oh, facts then. Yeah, it's Stan Lee.
Stan Lee, bro. Shout out Stan fucking Lee, bro. For real.
You know who's in Staten Island though, or what superhero lived at least in Staten Island for a hot
Yeah,
second?
Vinny Guadagnino, the Keto Guido, says it's all right.
Deadpool.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Deadpool lived in Staten Island in the
He's a
comics and in the
fucking
movies.
Statenite.
It's
Oh,
fitting.
come on.
Fitting.
I
God's
was just
perfect
I was just telling Sarah the other day. I was like, I really think that I have to switch up my favorite superhero to Deadpool because I relate to him so much. He's such a
fucking-
sarcastic bitch.
He's hilarious. Like, Ryan
And
Reynolds is
honestly, the same
to play
way
that
that
role.
Robert Downey Jr. and Hugh Jackman were born to play Iron Man and Wolverine, I really genuinely think Ryan Reynolds was put on this earth to be fucking
yeah.
Deadpool for the rest of his life.
yeah, and I'm gonna
He,
have to
he
agree
deserves
I'm gonna
all the
have to
fucking
agree
praise.
with Ryan Reynolds, who put out a tweet after the movie came out that Channing Tatum was born to be Gambit.
Oh.
Because Channing Tatum was absolutely hilarious. As
What did you think,
Gambit.
real quick, before we leave? What did you think about his accent?
Oh, I think it was all for jokes. I don't think that.
I'm
that
about
was,
to make a name for myself here.
I think it was hilarious. It actually wasn't too far off if you're talking about certain dialects from.
If you watch
Louisiana.
X-Men 97, you can't understand a fucking word, Gambit.
Right. So it fits
yeah.
in with that, but also I've been to New Orleans a couple times now. There's people who definitely sound
You
like
mean
that in
Nolans?
New Orleans.
Oh, Nolans.
I'm from Nolans, baby.
I mean, Lil Wayne from Nolans, you know what I mean?
Yo, I have a story that I cannot say on this pod that I will tell you in a few weeks at your bachelor party because it's
Damn, why the fuck I
hilarious.
always gotta wait for shit
I
for you
gotta
to tell me shit?
I gotta tease it. I gotta make you look forward to something. But yo, I want to see more Gambit.
ass fucking relationship. You gotta tease me. What is this shit?
Yeah, I gotta tease you.
All right, Jesus.
Anyway, this is the Any Sports Podcast. And
Yo.
I'm Dylan, by the way. If anybody,
I think
doesn't
he's Dylan. I think I'm Chris. And we talk
think
about
so.
anything at any given time. But
know. The main focus is always New York.
it better be.
Wait, we just switched it up.
Yeah, because I know how to does that.
Okay, bye.
Gang, gang, gang. Have a good night.
Why?
That was very Chinese.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna get canceled.